Alright, so this is basically a typical weekend on how I spend most of my weekend. So whenever I don't go out, like you guys know, the forex markets close on Friday nights, and whenever I don't go out during the weekends, I always am at home studying my charts because as each day passes, you won't want to miss studying your charts during the weekends. So weekends are for learning, and for forex traders, weekend are for learning. Regardless of the fact that you're profitable or you're not profitable, you should spend time on your charts. Do you guys understand? So this is literally what I do on a weekend. So whenever I don't go out, whenever I don't do a lot of, whenever there's not a lot of activities planned out during the weekend, so this is basically what I do. I read books and also I check my chart. So I'm going to take you guys into the chart now right now to show you guys the trades I analyzed this week. The trade I analyzed this week from like Monday up until Friday, and also the trade I'm literally anticipating for next week. So let me take you guys to the chart, show you guys what I have going on. So you guys realize that this is actually BTSE. You guys know I told you guys during my subsequent videos that I literally found love in trading just four different pairs, which is the BTUSD, Euro USD, GBP USD, and also sometimes I trade gold. And also, I'm figuring out that Euro USD is literally playing out on my analysis and all of that. Regardless of the fact that I'm a swing trader, I like analyzing all pairs, but I find love in trading some specific pairs because it aligns with the strategy and it always respects key levels or probably your demand or supply levels, as you guys will call it. So this is literally BTC. Let me show you guys what I did on BTC. So you guys see that BTC on the daily time frame has been roaming all the way to the upside. So it has been going all the way to the upside, making series of highs and higher lows. You guys see here, highs, lows, high, low, high, low, high, low. So when BTC started doing all of these things, I knew that the market was literally going to start rejecting all the way to the downside. You guys that trade supply on demand, you guys know that this is actually a supply zone which is acting as a resistance. So this was a supply zone that was created here. Price created a particular supply zone. This is on a daily time frame, mind you. Price created a particular supply zone, and there was a liquidity which is an inducement before the supply zone. Price mitigated, failing to break the resistance. So price mitigated on this particular supply zone. After mitigation, the market started running all the way to the downside. You guys can see after the mitigation that happened there, price started running all the way to the downside. So this gave me a much clue that okay, this market is literally going to run all the way to the downside. So this made me analyze the charts this particular way. So after seeing all of these things, the mitigation, then I saw that okay, the market broke a structure. You guys can see the market broke a structure. After seeing all of these things, I knew that the next supply zone was literally going to hold. So this was the reason why I had to put my next supply zone here. I literally waited for a sale on that particular supply zone. So I waited for a sale on that particular supply zone, and this was like a confirmation entry as well. You guys understand? It's unlike an aggressive entry and a confirmation entry. So what the price do? If I could come here, so after price rallied all the way to the high, mitigated. Price rallied all the way to the high, mitigated on the 4-hour time frame. They started coming all the way to the downside. The mitigation wasn't really that much. So you guys see the mitigation wasn't really that much. So price went all the way to the upside again. You guys can see went all the way to the upside again to create a double top on the 4-hour time frame. So this was the reason why BTC has been dropping drastically from this particular area. So BTC has been dropping all the way to the downside, and the target for this particular analysis is literally all the way to this particular low. So for the upcoming week, I'm looking to sell BTC. So for the coming week, I'm looking to sell BTC because the target is literally around this particular level. BTC is going to drop to that particular level. So this was the reason that made me do this particular analysis. Let me show you guys. So I have this particular analysis on BTC. Like you guys are traded this week, BTUSD mitigated a particular supply zone here. You guys can see I had it marked out. BTUSD mitigated on this particular supply zone, came all the way to the downside now, causing a break of structure. So I'm looking to take another good sell on BTUSD from this particular area, targeting that low. The low from the daily time frame I told you guys about, the overall analysis, the overall direction of the market from the daily time frame. So targeting that's this particular low. So we're looking to take BTC from this particular level of supply on the 1 hour, from this particular level of supply on the 1 hour to that particular low. It's a crazy movement. You guys see, it's a very high probability trade setup and also a good long-term swing trade. So you guys could observe that BCSD feel this particular imbalance and also mitigated properly on this particular supply zone. So this is the reason why I'm selling from this newly generated supply zone here. So whenever price rallies all the way to the upside, I'm going to sell and hold for a very long time, because the overall analysis on daily time frame, let me go back. So the overall analysis on the daily time frame is stating that BTC is literally still going to drop to fulfill its original purpose. So you guys understand, higher time frame structure on the daily, mitigation on the supply zone, came all the way to the downside, causing a break of daily structural low. Price went up again, mitigated on the newly created supply zone, then came all the way to the downside, rallied all the way to the upside again to mitigate for the second time, creating a double top. Now price started dropping all the way to the downside to fulfill its original structure. Now we're just looking to ride along with the trend. So this is literally how I trade on a day-to-day basis. So whenever I don't go out on the weekend, I always check my analysis, look for possible trade setup for the following week and all of that. So whenever you don't trade, always make sure you look out for your trade, you look out for your analysis and everything, because you cannot be perfect. Things might happen and you take losses and everything, but always try to like come back to your chart to see what happens, and or rather to see what happened during the previous week to try to better yourself and keep going one step at a time. So literally this is the analysis I have for BTC. I'm going to sell BTC aggressively from this particular area when it gets to this particular area next week. So you guys stay tuned.